So let's put this path function into context by using it to chop out the holes in the Matou. So I'm just going to zoom out here a wee bit. I'll ditch this, we don't need this one anymore, so I'll go delete. And I'll actually grab this one because it's just an outline, and we'll just put it over where it should be. And I'm going to zoom in on this, and yeah, so you can see what's going on. So I'm zooming in, and you can see that that's sitting roughly in the right place. I'm not too worried about the sort of positioning of that so much now. What I'm going to do now is make these circles, and once we've done that, I'm going to fill this back in and we're going to chop them out, etc. Okay, so first of all, I'm going over to my circle tool, and I'm just using the picture in the background as a guide. So I'm going to hold down Control so that I get it in the right place and move it into the right place. You can see in this particular instance that the holes are roughly the same. So what I'm going to do is use my shortcut to copy and paste that, and I'm not going to go copy and paste. I'm going to use this one, duplicate, which is awesome. And what that does is it allows you to put a duplicate directly on top. So that's Control D, and there's my duplicate. Okay, so that's the ones that are going to go cut through. And now you've got these little ones here. So I'm just going to make a series of little holes. I'll have to get in nice and close to do that, and I'm just going to sort of cut them out like that. And once again, Control D, that gives me a new one. Control D, and I'm not being particularly careful about this. I'm guessing part of this sort of stuff, just so it's easier. And I'll leave it at that. I'm going to zoom out, and I'm going to click the whole outline. So I did that just by clicking on it. Now, sometimes notice that when it's just an outline, you can't actually click it. Okay, so you can actually click on the edge. So that's cool. And on this one, I'm going to put a fill in it again. So it doesn't really matter what color the fill is. So I'll just go with red just to see how we are. And now I'm going to select this, and I'm going to go hold down Shift, and then into the path menu, path, difference. And there you can see it's chopped straight through it. So click once, select the second object that you want to cut it out of. Now remember, the object you're cutting out needs to be on top. So I'll click it again. We've selected both. That was holding down Shift, path, difference. Okay. Now that's the way you have to do it, but that can get quite time consuming and slow. Okay. So one thing that you can do first, which is really cool, is this. You can select all three. I'm just going to hold down Shift here, and you can union those first. So I'm just going to go path, union. That turns it into one object. So now I can hold down Shift, select both objects. I'll zoom out so you can see both are selected, and I can actually use them to union. But before I do, I know there's three of those little spots. So I'm going to select that, duplicate, which is Control D, pop that over here. I'll use that for the next ones, and another duplicate, Control D, pop that one over there because I think there's another series there. So I'll zoom in again. Select that one, hold down Shift, and that selects that one, and path, difference, done. Alright, so now to position these ones, I'm going to have to take the stroke off again. To do that, here's a recap. We go into our menu here, and I'm going into fill, and I'll turn the fill off so I can see where I'm going again. Notice I might need to tweak the outsides of this, so that'd be back onto the node tool. So we're getting loads of recap here, which is not a bad thing. So I'll just pull that down slightly, pull that one down slightly. Select this, move it over here, click it. Now I'm doing this reasonably quickly because I just want you guys to get in there and do it now. So I'm just going to pop it in there. I'm guessing pretty much. I'll do the same with the other one. Click it again to sort of turn it around and just place it in there, roughly where I think it should be going. Okay, good as gold. Click back on that one. I'll put the fill back in. This time it's black. Doesn't really matter what color it is. It could be any color. So once again, select that one, hold down Shift, and path, difference, done. Select that one, hold down Shift, path, difference, and we're pretty much finished. Okay, so I'll zoom out, and if I click that off there, you can see now I've got this lovely sort of rendition of that, and I've used the Bezier curves and our path tool this wonderful path tool to be able to chop the shapes out. So we're looking good. So there's a bit for you to do there, quite a lot to take in. We'll move on from there when you've had a go.